This is the Fam Electric Ghost Show where we interview indie artists from around the world. Tonight's guests are the Muted from London. They are the Punk Brothers who we talked to last year. And they had single releases, and now they have a full album. And we're going to discuss that album uh, and the details of it in this show. So let's get to it, and we're going to talk to them, and they're on the line right now. Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, you can now.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know what happened, but now we got through.
Yeah.
Well, at least it worked because I don't know what's happened before, but that's cool. So we got you guys back on. Because of the situation here, what we're gonna do today is I'm not gonna be able to play your music on the show, but what I can do is I can actually mix it in to after we finish the recording, I can actually put it into the whole podcast.
Okay.
Yeah, so we can talk about your new album and the singles, and then I'll actually embed them into the one we put up. Now I'll also put this version that doesn't have the songs, so there'll be like two versions. That's cool.
Okay.
So I've seen that you have a brand new pre-order on iTunes, and it's the title. I can get that for you. It's like Ripped Jeans and Snakebites.
Yeah, that's
so can
it.
you talk about like how you came up with the title and what you've been doing since the last time we talked, and how you built all those songs?
So basically, in one of the songs, we had the lyrics "Ripped Jeans and Snakebites," and we thought that'd make a good name for an album. So we thought, yeah, that sounds cool. We'll just use that. Yeah. And the songs are kind of like written over a couple of months as well. So yeah, it's quite a relaxed way of recording. So yeah.
So did you still use your home studio to do it, or did you go to an official studio?
Yeah, we still use our home studio. Yeah.
So the song that has that reference, what song is it on the album?
It's called Tidal Wave.
Tidal Wave, so it's track 2?
Yeah, track 2 on the album.
That's cool. So you have 2 singles that I've seen, the When the Sun Explodes and Homesick, which is kind of like a ballad.
Yeah.
And that's good, different than what you had done last year. So maybe have you guys like changed like your direction with the way you're doing the album, or do some of the songs on the album sound like what you produced like last year, or are they more like Homesick, or more like When the Sun Explodes, or do you have a lot of different variations on the album?
Yeah, we have quite a bit of different variations. Our last album was just instrumental, though it had no vocals, but this album has vocals in it, so I guess that's a big change compared to the last one.
Yeah. So like Homesick kind of has like a Green Day feel. Is that what you were trying to do, or were you thinking about something else?
Yeah, kind of. They're a big influence to us, so I guess it came through on it.
Yeah, that really came through. I like that song. And When the Sun Explodes, I dig that one a lot. I like that a lot. So like the idea of using that title, did you guys have a reference of why you say like When the Sun Explodes? Did that come from you guys, or did you get it from somewhere?
We thought of it ourselves. It's basically about telling people to make the most of life, because you never know when it could be over.
Mm-hmm.
The end of the world, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's a cool idea, actually, because you just a lot of people talk about stuff like the end of times and different things in apocalypse, and you just came up with the idea of the sun, going over or something. But so this album, did it take you like since the last time we talked? Is that what you've been primarily working on, or have you guys been like doing shows anywhere, or are you going to be doing shows?
Yeah, well, we've been working on it, like I said, for like a couple of months, and now that we've finished it, we've got like a show coming up In a couple of weeks' time, actually, in London at the O2 Academy, the 24th of March. Yeah, 24th of March. So yeah, that's celebrating the release of the album as well.
That's cool. You guys, if you have like any kind of tour posters or like venue posters or like information, I can put it up on the social media, because my social media does extend into London. I have been getting a lot of people from England like checking out the Ghost. So if you guys have any promotional stuff for any of your shows, even though they're in London and stuff, like maybe send me that so I can push it up when I put the link out for the experiment, so people can see that.
Cheers. Yeah, that would be good. Yeah, we're actually supporting a number of bands because it's with this music promoting company called Absent Kelly Emerging. So yeah, they're hosting the event.
That's cool. Yeah. If you have a link for that, I can push that out. Cause I have a Twitter page. I've got my own Facebook. I've got like a Twitter, and a lot of people in Europe actually listen to that stuff we're doing. And I got a friend in Germany that actually worked on the cover of my album, like that Charbello.com guy. So he likes to travel. He's actually from London, so sometimes he likes to travel. So you might want to dig you guys. So that's cool. So are you guys going to be doing just shows in England, or are you going to go like throughout Europe and tour? Or are you going to focus on just being in England?
At the moment, we're just doing England. Maybe when we've got a bit more experience and time around Europe.
That's cool.
Yeah. We're still students at the moment, really, so we ain't really do London shows and around there. Yeah.
Oh, you kind of targeting London to kind of get a fan following, and then then try to from there.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, then extend it.
Yeah, that's cool. So like when you do the show, are you gonna run through this whole record? Is that what you're doing, or do you have like other tunes beyond the record that you're gonna play?
We're just gonna do the record, but it's only a half an hour set, so we'll do a few songs from it, not the whole album.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, depends if we have a headline, then we'll do the whole album, maybe a few covers and stuff. But yeah.
What type of covers do you do? Like if you go do a cover, what songs do you play?
Kind of just our influences, so kind of like Green Day, Blink-182 songs, Nirvana, yeah, stuff like that.
That's cool. Yeah, I'd like to hear one of your Green Day songs. But it's guys, like, it's hard to do covers because then you got to give them the money.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always like, well, I guess like you could do it on CD Baby and they handle it. Like if you go and push like a cover on CD Baby, they handle getting the rights, so you don't have to worry about it. But there's something I just found out about because I was thinking of doing some like soul covers, but doing them from like a kind of punk perspective. So I wanted to do some like old stacked soul songs and then do a punk spin on them, which would be a little different. Be a different way of doing it, because then you don't hear people doing that. So I thought it'd be kind of cool. But I was worried about the rights, and then I found out that if you do it on CD Baby, you got to pay them, but they actually handle getting it, so you don't have to worry about like getting authorization, which is kind of cool if you ever think about that. But yeah, so that's really exciting that you guys you got shows lined up, and so are you guys? Do you have any videos that you want to push or anything? Have you done a music video?
We've got some homemade video for When the Sun Explodes. It's on YouTube.
Oh, cool. So like, send me the link, and I can push that out too.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, I like to push you guys. Like, I think you're really cool, and yeah, it's just I'm excited that I'm actually talking to you. We had so many problems with the app because part of the technology, like like Apple goes and does a change, and then the app doesn't work, and then we got to do this and that. But yeah, it's like since we talked last time, I've been talking to a lot of different indie artists all over the place, and you've probably seen it, and we're just trying to keep going forward. We are trying to branch into like a Facebook Live video show, and we're working on getting more cameras and capability of doing like multiple camera type of stuff. So in kind of like see if you guys
ever want to push anything out like that, then we could do like a video interview, and then we could also integrate like any kind of video work you have. So that's something we're working on, and it might be cool if you want
Yeah,
to.
that'd be good.
Yeah. So that video is like, everybody loves video. I mean, radio type stuff is cool. Everybody, people listen to podcasts, and we do get a pretty good audience. But video is like, that's what everybody wants to deal with.
Yeah.
So that's exciting.
Cool.
So more about, like, maybe ask you more about some of the songs. Could you describe like what you think are like I don't know, you guys, like, it's hard to ask a band like what you think the best tracks are, like your favorite tracks from Ripped Jeans and Snakebites. What would you say if somebody asked you what's the best track on that record? What would you guys say from your own like personal opinion?
I don't really know. They're all kind of rubbish.
Well, maybe like your favorite, like to record, like reason, like it's the song you really keyed on, you really love it, and you built the whole record. But there's a song you really or you just dig them all.
My favorite one's probably Awoken. It's not a single, but it's probably my favorite one from the album.
So what is that? What is that kind of about? What is it like? Maybe you can like reference. Like, is there anything it sounds like?
It's kind of a more punky, heavier song on the album. Yeah.
But who would it be? Like maybe Green Day, kind of.
Green Day punky, or like Nirvana kind of punky?
I'd say probably more Green Day. It's
Or Green Day.
not as screamy, but it's like
Are they not crazy? Yeah, that's cool. So do you have songs on this record that are really like screaming like Nirvana, like grunge, like, or is everything more Green Day, more like?
We don't really have anything dark and screamy on this album.
we've got like fast, kind of heavy guitars and stuff. So, but yeah,
Or pop, like a pop punk.
yeah,
Kind of
that kind of vibe.
Yeah, it's like kind of like you're trying to target, like, being successful, and a lot of times, like, you see how Green Day was like, was there a choice to kind of go toward more of a pop punk type of sound because of what because of your influences and thinking that would actually work commercially?
Yeah, we don't really want to stick to a specific genre though. We're open-minded, and maybe explore more genres on the next album if we do one.
Cool.
Yeah.
So are you thinking about like laying down stuff for the next one, or are you just focusing on touring this one?
We're focusing on touring this one, but some ideas are cropping up. Maybe have a more darker sound on the next album.
Yeah.
Do you guys find like when you tour that you come up with like new ideas? Like, do you, like, when you're rehearsing to tour, do you sometimes, oh man, I just got this new idea, and then you like put it away and say, well, I'll be like on the next record or something?
Yeah, I guess. I think, well, every time Jack walks in the studio, he's got a new riff and stuff. So he's kind of got a million riffs recorded like in his head.
So that's the question. Like, as a songwriter, when you guys when you come up with those riffs, do you you keep them in your DAW, or you put them on a digital recorder, or you just put them on the tape somewhere? So he's like, oh, I got this reference of all these riffs. How do you guys like do that? Do you have like a plan, or you just do it kind of like when it comes?
Well, I just play around, and if something sounds good, I write down the tab on my phone, or sometimes I just record it. Yeah, so then I can go back to it if I feel like it could fit into a song.
Oh, so sometimes you just use your smartphone or a tablet or something, just record it that way?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Just for reference.
So when you're recording, are you using like, what are you using? Like Ableton or Pro Tools, or what are you using?
We use Logic at the moment.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's quite easy. It's pretty. It's cheap, seeming how many like plugins you get on it and stuff like that.
So your interface for your guitars and stuff, what kind of audio interface are you using to connect like your guitars and your instrument, like the kind of?
We're using a Behringer.
Okay, you're in the barrier. That's
It's
cool.
the standard one.
Yeah, it works and it's good. Yeah.
That's cool. So everything gets laid down that way, and are you using like PC or Mac, or it doesn't matter?
Just Mac. Yeah,
Yeah, Mac. Yeah,
just MacBook Pro. Yeah.
yeah, it tends to be the one everybody tends to use.
Yeah.
Mm.
So yeah.
So when you go to master, are you doing your own masters, or do you go to somebody to master your record?
We do it all ourselves. So
So you're
yeah,
mastering within Logic to do the final master.
yeah, it's a bit sketchy, but like, I'm kind of progressing on it. I'm getting
Yeah, I
better
mean,
every time. So
yeah, I mean that stuff works good. It's like a lot of people have been like, Neve boards and like, that guy. I don't know if you got into that kind of stuff. Back in the '70s, there was this guy that had Neve. They had these awesome like analog soundboards that were used in all these like recording studios, and now he's actually selling like rack-mounted modules that give you that kind of classic like
yeah,
70s sound, kind of like like Tom Petty or Fleetwood Mac recorded their albums on these Neve boards, and
yeah,
I think the Foo Fighters actually went and bought one. They actually got one. They actually took it out of Sound City, which was like one of the big recording studios where this board was. It was like one of these boards people used to spend millions of dollars on recording, and now Neve is selling these modules that you can put in racks. So when you go to record, you can get this like really good analog feel.
yeah.
You
I
know,
heard about that. Yeah,
I think that's like the future of a lot of guys like home recording. I mean, people are doing the computers, and the computers are cool, but it's kind of like with synthesizers. I use modes. I use because they're analog, and there's this whole thing in keyboards and electronic music. Everybody's kind of going back to the '70s and trying to get the pure analog sound because it's just more powerful. It just has a
yeah,
presence. And so, being like you got a guitar based band, like I guess if you get to that point, you probably want to do it. It's just probably, whether or not you're gonna, get to it. But is that something that like if you got the resources would be interested in trying to get more analog type of recording rather than digital?
yeah. Maybe. I think so, but yeah, probably take a while to get used to as well. But
Yeah, it's harder. I mean, because it doesn't make it easy. It's kind of going back to the old days.
yeah,
And so it's in that way I can think of like, I'm 50 years old. So like, I kind of like the old days,
yeah,
but like for younger guys in the game, I can see like you guys might want to, stay on a dog because that's easier.
yeah,
But it's like, we older guys, we like reminisce for like the old reel to reel and, cutting and splicing and doing it the really old fashioned way.
yeah,
Because at the end of the day, I mean, it's a lot of work, but it makes your sound have this quality that you really can't get from the digital stuff.
yeah,
And it's once you start seeing what it does to your music, you kind of get addicted to like, well, I think I want to do that.
yeah.
But it's just hard to get into because it's not easy and it takes a lot more time. But so, are you guys gonna make this record available on vinyl at all, or is this totally just gonna be like download, or are there physical CDs gonna be available?
It's just online at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
It costs a bit too much to start distributing on CDs and vinyl.
Mm-hmm.
You need a record label for that. But
Yeah.
Yeah, it's harder to do that. Yeah, I mean, I'm actually looking into different ways of doing that for my next release.
Oh, nice.
Initially you can do like EPs or like like a single, like a special single, on vinyl, just to
Yeah.
because I like to go to like New York City and play live shows, and so when you go to a club like in New York, if you bring something like a vinyl or you bring like a CD, then you can actually make more money selling that vinyl than you do at the show.
yeah,
Yeah.
So that's just one thing to think about. Like when you start doing the physical shows, if you can bring some merch, other
Yeah.
t-shirts, if you can even just bring a single on vinyl, and it might not be as expensive as doing the full record, or even the physical CDs from different companies make it useful. I mean, make it somewhat affordable, but I mean it's expensive. You can actually make your money back and make a profit if you start doing shows that have a significant 200-300 people at a show or something, you could tend to sell those.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just a cool idea if you get going that way. Plus, I like to get physical copies from bands. So like, if you guys had a physical copy, I'd be like big time going to get. I mean, I got your downloads anyway. I'm gonna get them because I got them built. But physical, like, it would be really cool to have like a vinyl version of your record.
Yeah.
But
we would if we could.
yeah. Well, you'll see if you get there, because you never know where it's gonna go. So
Yeah,
exactly.
we hope we push this thing out and get more people to know about you. Because I think you guys are phenomenal, and I'm glad that I was able to finally get you guys back on. And it's really cool to see you guys. You're still pushing, and you guys, you guys are young, and you got really good, bones to what you're doing, and it's really cool. Because there's a lot of guys, my age, and they're still playing like, Leonard Skinner cover band, Zeppelin and stuff. And you guys are out there doing your own thing. And I think that takes a lot of guts, to go and write your own material and just put it out there. Because, some people are just more, comfortable playing somebody else's hit. But to go and make your own music, that's really cool. I really, congratulate you guys for doing that. I think that anybody does that, that's why I like to support, indie artists that do that.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Yeah.
So yeah, anytime you guys have any kind of new material, we're always gonna welcome you guys on the show. And like I said, send me any links you have for any promotional material. We're gonna push it up. And when I go to push this out, I'm gonna make a version that actually uses like this thing called the roll and go mixer. It allows me to integrate a very high quality version of your music into the podcast. I'll be able to actually splice it in using like a Zoom Mark 24 digital recorder. And so I'll be able to put that into the podcast. And so we'll have a little bit of a pause in the middle of it, and we'll do a showcase of your 2 singles. If there's any other songs that you would want to be in that, let me know and send me links to that. If you have anything that you want to, let your fans hear something else, then let me know. If you want, you can send that, or you can I'll just run the When the Sun Explodes, and I'll do Homesick. But if there's anything else you want me to do, just send it to me.
Cheers. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. So you guys, I'm glad we finally connected. That's really cool. And,
Finally.
yeah. So I mean, is there anything else you want to tell your fans that they should know?
Our album Rip Jeans and Snakebites is available to get on 30th of March, and it's ready for pre-order now online.
So is it everywhere online? Is it like Spotify, Tidal, Amazon? Like, can you give everybody where it is?
It's in most places, like iTunes, Spotify, Amazon Music, Deezer, and all the other online stores.
That's cool. So it's like the 30th. That's when it's coming.
Yeah. 30th of March.
Yeah, we'll put that on there too. We'll put that on when we push it on my blogger page, because I have Fam Electric Ghost blogger page, and all the Spearmint chats are there. And then when I push them up, and I'll give them like a separate page, and it's got the ability to do HTML. So if you guys got any kind of embeds that you want me to push, like for your shows or anything, if you have any kind of embed links, send me anything you got, and I can push it on that page if you think about it.
Cool. Thank you.
All right. Other than that, I mean, I can take hyperlinks like URLs, but if you have embeds, I can put those in. I can put the HTML code onto the page, and it'll look cool. So.
Cheers.
Cool.
All right. So you guys have a great day. Rest of it's actually nighttime there, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah. You can just do what you guys do and keep on doing it.
Thank you.
Cheers.
All right. I'll push this up. I'll give you guys the link when it's ready.
Thank you. Thanks for the support.
Yep, no problem.
something that is not complicated or overrated. I see a pair of trees covering the pavement that shade her. I dream of nightmares and I hate them. I can't escape them. I leave to a better place and I don't regret it. I don't forget it. I can't sleep, I can't dream, I feel sick, take me home. I can't breathe, I can't live, I'm stuck here, all alone. Far away, home is so far in the distance, I can't see it. It sucks being the only one that feels this way. No one feels the same. Moonlight, the only thing that comforts me at night. When the demons sing, I'd miss everyone I ever had, but I never had them. I can't sleep, I can't dream, I feel sick, take me home. I can't breathe, I can't live, I'm stuck here, all alone. I can't sleep, I can't dream, I feel sick, take me home. I can't breathe, I can't live, I'm stuck here, all alone. I can't sleep, I can't dream, I feel sick, take me home. I can't breathe, I can't live, I'm stuck here, all alone.
A couple of tunes from them. We're going to play another song that we're going to run, and this is off of their YouTube channel. They have a video for When the Sun Explodes, and this is the Muted, and the last song, as I said, was Homesick, and this song is When the Sun Explodes, and this will be the last bit of the interview. You should check out Phantom Electric Ghost blogger page, where we're going to put up a link to the YouTube video, which was homemade. It's pretty cool. I've reviewed it. It's pretty awesome. I'm also going to put up some of their other stuff that I see on their official, Muted official site. So you need to subscribe to their site, which boost them up. But here we go. We're going to play the Muted When the Sun Explodes.
signal ray sign at the end of the road. I can take you high, I can take you low. For real. A personal appeal. Make up with your friends, make out with your foes. I can take it fast, I can take it slow. I feel like I'm on a Ferris wheel. I'm when the sun explodes in your face. Don't say that I never won you. I'm when we make eye contact today. Oh, just pretend I never saw you. Why is that so hard? Make the most of life, cause you never know. Once around the corner, everything could go. A fear of the unknown. Don't look behind, don't think ahead. You never know when it could be said. One day, everything will go away. I'm when the sun explodes in your face. Don't say that I never want you. I'm when we make eye contact today. Oh, just pretend I never saw you. Why is that so hard? Why is that so hard? Why is that so hard? Why is that so hard?